Hey, what's going on, man? You know, it's your boy Marcus from the Fly Cleaners checking in. Y'all already know how I do, man. So, man, this is what we working on today, man. We working on a pair of OG. These are some OG Olive 9s. OG Olive 9s. I don't even know what year they came out. Probably 97, 96, somewhere around there. But these some OG 9s, man. And my boy sent them in to me, and he waited for me to get them right. So what happened is over time, these shoes, they just deteriorated and crumbled and everything. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and get started on them. But how we gonna do it? We're gonna take this midsole right here and swap it for this midsole. Then we're gonna take the sole, take that sole off and put this sole on so it can be back original. Now, one thing about these older shoes, these creases may not come out. I'm gonna try to get them out. Sometimes I can, but I know for this material it's not gonna come out. Well, this is like real leather, so it's like more soft, and it's older too, so I don't want to do too much damage, put too much heat on it. But I'm definitely gonna get it all the way right. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm gonna clean the shoe. Well, I'm gonna get the crumble sole off the shoe. Get this crumble sole off the shoe, then clean the shoe. Then I'm gonna try to iron these creases out of this shoe. It's an older shoe, so it may not come out, but this is real tough leather, so it's different. But this right here, this durable new buck material, you can't get the creases out because it may burn it. And as you can see, it from wear and age, it got a lot of damage in it. So what I'm gonna do first is remove all the rest of this crumbling sole, and then go ahead and work on the uppers. I'm gonna use a Dremel. So I'm using my Dremel to remove this old crumble sole off, and then I'm gonna heat up the rest of it with a heat gun and scrape it off, and then use my steamer to clean it off as well. Crumble sole is gonna be flying everywhere. To minimize a lot of cleanup, I'm gonna do it inside of this bucket to get this crumbling sole off of here.
Beats by an iPhone.
A real important step to doing this too is making sure when you're using a Dremel or any type of way to remove this crumbling, make sure you stay along the glue line, because you want to make sure you get it as smooth as possible and close enough to factory finish as possible. Alright, so the next step, I'm gonna use a heat gun. I'm gonna set it at temperature, and I'm gonna scrape off a lot of this off too. Then I'm gonna use a steamer to blow it all off.
Beats by an iPhone.
Yeah, so now I had to went on and look it up and see which year the shoe came out. This shoe came out in 1993, which means these shoes are 30 years old. And as you can see, this shoe, even if you was to get this shoe brand new off of StockX or GOAT, it probably would still do the same thing because of the age, especially if nobody ever wore it. When your soles crumble, it usually comes from wearing, not properly storing it. But even if you properly store them, it still will crumble over time. But these shoes right here from 1993, and they're going for they don't even have any available. They don't even have any available. But yeah, these are 30-year-old shoes. And this heat gun that I'm using is a real good heat gun because I can set the temperature. So I'm gonna set the temperature to 400 degrees. I don't want it too hot. The 400 is good enough with this nozzle. It blows right directly where I want it. And so I can just heat up what I want and just scrape it all off. And we do have these stands available. If you're interested, let me know and I'll show you how to get one. Alright, so as you can see, we got all of the crumbled midsole off of there. And a lot of the glue came off too. But the last step is what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit it with the steamer before I wash it. Of course, I'm going to hit it with the steamer again after I wash it. But I'm going to hit it with the steamer just to remove all this debris that may have got on the uppers or anywhere else. Alright, so we're going to start with the inside first when we clean. As you can see, again, these are 30 years old shoes, man. I don't know if there's any type of 30-year-old material of anything up in here. I'm going to see if the insole is still glued on. If it's not, I'm going to leave it in there. But, it's not, so I'm going to take it out. All that up inside of there. Ain't no telling what that was, man. Something back in the 90s, man. Might be who knows what. But as you can see, we got all this in here, probably some baby powder and everything. We're going to get it cleaned out first. Alright, so I'm going to start off with my drill brush attachment, what I use for the insoles. I got it's a 6-set attachment that I sell on my website, theflycleanersatl.com, and you can purchase this 6-set. It comes in soft, and then you have medium, and also the black one is for the soles. So I'm gonna show you how I use each one. Also, I'm gonna be using my shoe cleaner, the Fly Cleaner shoe cleaner, which is also available on my website. Spray some inside. Hit it with the drill brush. Leftover debris out with the vacuum. Shave everything else out with the mint shaver. Another hack is for any hard to reach spots. I use some mustache trimmers or some nose trimmers, and also a Dremel. I mean, X-Acto knife. Alright, so what I did was I cleaned the inside of it. I started off with my using my shoe cleaner. I sprayed some squirts, then I turned around and I used my drill brush attachment. Then after it was cleaned, I make sure that I used the lint shaver to get any lint that was on the sock liner. And that place that was hard to reach, I used my trimmers, mustache, nose trimmers, and I also used an X-Acto knife to get that back like that.
What did that do?
Okay, so what the steamer did was I got in the debris that I may have not been able to get out with everything else, and whatever I wasn't able to get out with this with everything I used the steamer, and now I'm going to use this disinfectant and smell good fragrance to clean any type of 30-year-old grime that's in here anyway. Alright, so I hit it with the steamer. After I sprayed the disinfectant, hit it with the steamer so it could activate inside of the material. That way, whatever type of grime or whatever's in there is gonna come up out of it. So I'm getting ready to go ahead and clean it up with spraying some my shoe cleaner, and we go hit it. Then I'm applying with the regular medium bristle brush, then I'm gonna hit it with the drill brush. Before I hit it with the drill brush, I'm gonna put an insert in. That way it could, when it dries, it's gonna stiffen up around this and reshape the shoe around this right here. Alright, so what I'm getting ready to do is, like I said, I'm gonna try to remove these creases. As you can see, it's wet. So being that it's wet right now, it's still, you know, the leather is still soft. So I'm gonna take and I'm gonna iron the creases out. And then I'm gonna spray some quick stiffener on there. That way it'll lock up. But I'm gonna stuff it with some tissue paper first. I'm gonna take this. You can use a t-shirt or any type of anything just to cover it, because you don't want to get the iron directly on the leather. So I'm gonna cover it up, and you know, you can use some warm water, any type of rag, but take it, but you want it wet. And you want to wet this up like that. Take the iron, look up with a nice one. And you see, I'm gonna iron creases up. So I did this. Now I'm gonna take this quick stiffener, what I use 8 lanes quick stiffener, and I just spray it on there. And to activate it, you just take a heat gun or a hair dryer, whatever one you use. Just want to put some heat to it. And you can let it air dry, however you want to do it. And then you can take a look at the material on this side and the material on that side, and you can see the difference. So what I'm gonna do now, after I let this material right here dry, I'm gonna go back over it, touch it up with the paint. As you can see, came out much better than what they were originally. Once it dries, it's gonna stiffen up like that, and all the wrinkles and everything will be out of it. So what I do to make sure that I hold it in place, I use a clamp to hold this. That way it can continue to pull on the shoe and stretch the leather. That way when it hardens up, it's going to harden up in that type of, the same way I put it in. Alright, so what I'm doing now is removing all this crumbled up midsole from the sole, because we're going to keep the sole. There's nothing really wrong with the sole. Originally. Yeah.
So you need other shoe?
Yeah, I need other shoe for a midsole. I didn't have to use a Dremel on this is because really it was already like broken up crumble, so I used the steamer to get the surface of it off. And now I'm gonna take the heat gun, I'm gonna scrape the rest of the glue off, and at the same time scrape the rest of the midsole that may not have came off. The last step, after I got, as you can see, got most of the glue off, scraped most of the glue off, but I want to make sure all that glue off of there, or majority of it, at least 98, 95% of it off of there. That way when I apply the new glue, it's going to make sure that it works all the way through and it's not interfered. So just using acetone and some cotton balls, I'm going to take and remove it off. And this is how I do it. I don't like to use my fingers as much. And also, I just soak the cotton ball, but I use this pliers just to get it right on off of there. That way you won't be sitting there irritating your fingers all day trying to get this off there. Now, almost the last step. As you can see, got all the glue removed, and probably asking, well, what about the bottom? I gotta go ahead and clean it. I didn't clean it with all that midsole on it because it would have deceived the purpose. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean this, and it's gonna be ready to go.
Beats by an iPhone.
Real quick, go ahead and clean the insole of this too. I'm gonna go ahead and remove the midsole. Also gotta remove the outsole. So I'm gonna remove the midsole first. All I gotta do is pour some acetone in there. Then heat it up with a steamer, it's gonna come right on off. I'm gonna remove the outsole from the midsole. Now this right here is a tricky part. I'm gonna repaint this anyway, but what I'm gonna have to do is use syringe. I'm gonna use a syringe to give me some acetone about it. I'm just gonna just put it in the cracks and let it loosen up. You got my last one.
No, that's just a glue.
Yeah, all I need now is a reglue. I told you I could do the whole thing in one day if I wanted to. You need a repaint though. Alright, so I'm gonna remove the rest of this glue right here. Remove the glue on the inside, give it a repaint, slap the thing on. Boy, we brought some 30-year shoes back. Alright, so we back to the next step on this this restoration on these Jordan 9 Olives. So now what I'm getting ready to do is repaint this donor midsole. So I'm gonna take some acetone, take off the finish on it, then I'm gonna repaint it.